Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Have you ever wondered why you have your mom's eyes but your dad nose, or why some traits skip a generation? Today we are breaking down genetics, how traits are passed down, what makes you you, and how tiny instructions inside your cells shape everything from your eye color to your risk for certain disease. Let's dive in. What is genetics? Genetics is the science of heredity, how traits are passed from parents to offsprings. It all comes down to a molecule you have probably heard, DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is an instruction manual found in every living thing. It's tightly packed into structures called chromosomes, and it carries genes, which are small segments that tell your cells what to do, like how to make proteins, which do pretty much everything in your body. So, in short, DNA holds genes. Genes make proteins, and proteins build you. Chromosomes and genome. Humans have 46 chromosomes arranged in 23 pairs, half from your mother and half from your father. Each chromosome is made up of DNA tightly coiled around proteins, and every cell in your body has the full set, except for egg and sperm cells, which only have 23. All of your DNA put together is called your genome, and it's massive. If you stretched it out, it would be about 2 meters long in every cell. Genes and alleles. Now, let's talk genes. Each gene is like a sentence in that instruction manual, and they control traits like hair color, blood type, or the ability to digest lactose. But here's where it gets interesting. Genes comes in different versions called alleles. For example, the gene for the eye color has blue allele, a brown allele, and so on. You get one allele from each parent. Sometimes one version is dominant, meaning it masks the effect of other recessive one. So if you inherit a brown eye allele and a blue eye allele, you will probably have brown eyes since brown is dominant. How inheritance works. Let's say both of your parents have one dominant and one recessive allele for a trait like dimples. You can use a Punnett square to figure out the chances of inheriting each combination. In these cases, there is 25% chance that you get two recessive adults, no dimples, 50% for each dimples, and 25% for two dominant alleles, also dimples. This kind of basic inheritance is called Mendelian genetics, named after Gregor Mendel, the monk who experimented with pear plants in the 80s. Beyond simple traits. But not all traits follow simple rules. Some traits are polygenic, meaning they are controlled by many genes working together. Height, for example, isn't decided by one gene. It's influenced by over 700 genes plus environment like nutrition. Other traits show incomplete dominance or condominance, where both alleles influence the trait equally. Blood type is a classic example of condominance. If you inherit an A and a B allele, your blood type is AB. Mutations and genetic variation. Now, let's talk about mutations. These are random changes in DNA. Most mutations are harmless. Some even create diversity in a population, which is good for evolution. But others can cause genetic disorders like sickle cell disease or cystic fibrosis when the mutation affects a critical gene. Mutations can be inherited or they can happen spontaneously, say from radiation or just copying errors when cells divide. Genetic disorders and testing. Some disorders are recessive, meaning both parents must pass on the faulty gene for a child to inherit the condition. Others are dominant, and only one copy of the mutated gene is needed. Genetic testing can now screen for hundreds of these conditions before or during pregnancy. It can also help people to learn about their ancestry, health risk, or even how they might respond to certain medications. Modern genetics and the future. Modern genetics is advancing fast. Tools like CRIPR can now edit genes with incredible precision. Imagine imagine fixing a disease causing mutation before a baby is even born. We are also using genetics in agriculture, medicine, and even forensic science. But this comes with a big ethical questions. Should we edit embryos? Who gets access to genetic data? These are questions science is still wrestling with. So there you have it. Genetic in a nutshell. From your inherited traits to cutting edge gene editing, DNA is the story of life written in a four-letter code. If you learned something new, don't forget to like and subscribe. Got questions? Drop them in your comments. I love hearing your thoughts. Until next time, stay curious. Thank you.